Journal Record associate publisher Ted Struley joins us now to discuss other stories making news in business today. Ted, thanks for being with us.
Glad to be here.
Well, there has been some pushback from the oil and gas industry to talk about raising Oklahoma's gross production tax rate. What's the argument?
Well, it's the same argument we usually hear, that the oil and gas industry already pays more in taxes to the state than any other industry, and that they're a huge economic driver for the state and shouldn't be penalized. They do pay lower tax rates here than they do elsewhere, but every time a bill comes up that suggests they pay a higher percentage, there's the kind of blowback we're seeing now.
Well, as you know, there's efforts underway at the state capitol to find new revenue streams, and this I did not know was on the table. A bill to create new taxes on Low Point beer has advanced.
Well, it has. This would be a gross receipts tax that they say would raise about $20 million a year for the state. But of course, it's a short-term tax because everyone's expecting 3.2 beer will no longer be available in Oklahoma when the new liquor laws come into effect about a year or so from now.
Moving down to Mustang, there have been some indictments involving a published company there. What's the story?
Right. This is Tate Publishing, and both Ryan Tate, who's been running the company, and his father, the company's founder, Richard Tate, were arrested on 9 charges: embezzlement, racketeering, a couple of other things. The Attorney General's office said they have had more than 800 complaints about the company, more than 700 of those complaints coming in just this year from authors and other customers.
We understand sales tax revenue continues to fall here in Oklahoma City. Has that shaken confidence in the economy?
Well, it's hard to know if the public has really noticed that. It doesn't seem to have shaken any confidence at City Hall. They, even though this is the 18th out of the last 19 months that sales tax revenue has been down, City Hall says they've already made mid-year adjustments and they're prepared for the change in revenue.
And finally, there's another criminal justice bill that surfaced late in this session. What would this one do?
Well, this one would require the state to set up a committee or a commission to examine how many people in the criminal justice system are unable to pay their fees and fines to the courts, which has been a huge part of criminal justice reform. We'll see how far that bill gets.
All right, Ted Struley with the Journal Record. Thank you so much for being with us.
My pleasure.